As we are having the live MUN session today, I am here to introduce you to the procedure of MUN. Firstly, there are many benefits of MUN to the students. The main benefits are developing research skills, building confidence, enhancing public speaking and communication skills. The Model United Nations procedure consists of several steps that delegates follow during MUN conferences to stimulate the diplomatic and decision-making processes of the United Nations. The typical steps of the MUN procedure are: first comes the roll call. The conference begins with a roll call to establish which delegates are present. The delegates respond by saying present or present and in voting. Next comes the GSL or the opening speeches. The chair recognizes the delegates in a specific order and they deliver their opening speeches for or against the topic. The moderated caucus. This is a formal speech given by each and every delegate for or against the topic. Nextly, the unmoderated caucus. This is an informal speech discussion among the delegates. They can move around and discuss the topic with any delegate. The draft resolution. During the unmoderated caucus, the delegates collaborate to draft resolutions. The delegates debate and amend these resolutions before finalizing them. Lastly, the voting procedure. The delegates vote for the resolution to pass or fail. Now, I pass on the mic to Vivek.
More than ever before in human history, we share a common destiny. We can master it only if we face it together. And that, my friends, is why we have the UN. Good morning to one and all present here. My name is K. Vivekavardhini, standing before you to introduce you to our chairs, delegates and volunteers of today's live session of Model United Nations. Firstly, our chair, Drishti and P. Aishika of 10A. And the volunteers for the chairs are Diya Prajapati and Anya Sher of 7B. The delegates of USA, Zoha Lakhani of 10A, Rishma Vatsalya Konatam of 9B, Akuraju Bhargav Rishi of 8A, and the volunteer for USA is Aniket Hariharan of 7B. The delegates of India, Kochal Sai Kriti of 9B, Asmita Granthra of 9A, Harini Mankala of 8A, and the volunteer for India is Aja Sarathi of 7B. The delegates of Albania, Rakshit Hariharan of 10A, Zoya Karnam of 9A, Swecha Chandra of 8A, and the volunteer for Albania is Gunagya Patel of 7A. The delegates of Germany, Maraka Anjana of 10A, Naitik Raj of 9A, Sri Deepika of 8A, and the volunteer for Germany is Bhavya Kumar Agarwal of 7A. The delegates of Bahrain, Anna Maria Matthew of 10A, Naga Harshika of 9A, Dhruv Kumar of 8A, and the volunteer for Bahrain is Shlok Lahoti of 7A. The delegates of China, Siddharth Verma of 10A, Aryan Jain of 9A, Mugdha Saram of 8A, and the volunteer for China is Srihita Gurantara of 7A. And now, by this, we start our live session of Model United Nations. Thank you.
Good morning, delegates. Let's begin with today's session. First, we have the roll call. China,
present and in voting.
USA, present and in voting. Germany,
Present and in voting.
Albania,
Present and in voting.
Bahrain,
Present and in voting.
India.
Present and in voting.
Thank you, delegates. Now we have the GSL. China, you have the floor for 60 seconds.
Thank you for the recognition check. China, officially known as the People's Republic of China, is a country. It is the second most populous country in the world, with an exceeding population of 1.4 billion. It borders 14 countries by land and is divided into 22 provinces. Our national capital is Beijing and our largest financial sector is Shanghai. Our country is the third largest country in terms of area and the commonly spoken language in our country is Mandarin. China has the world's second largest nominal GDP of $18 trillion. It is a manufacturing and an industrial economy and is the fastest growing economy. Our country is a sovereign nation and a country of socialism, as it ranks 79 on the Human Development Index. It is a unitary country as the government is based on People's Congress and people's welfare. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate of Albania, you have the floor for 60 seconds.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. Albania, officially the Republic of Albania, is a country located in the Southeast Europe. It shares its borders with Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Greece, Mediterranean Sea and Ionian Sea. It is spread over the area of approximately 29,000 square kilometers. Its climate is a Mediterranean climate. It has mountains and hills of elevations of 650 feet above the sea level. The currency is lek. The population is 28.1 lakhs. The official language is Albanian. The capital and largest city of Albania is Tirana. Major cities are Durrës, Fier, Berat, Elbasan, etc. Albania is also the motherland of Mother Teresa. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. How would you like to yield your time?
The delegate of Albania would like to yield its time through questions.
Do any countries have any questions? Yes, USA.
Thank you, Chair, for the recognition. How does Albania navigate its geopolitical position in the Balkans, considering its historical ties with neighboring countries, its aspirants for EU membership, and its regional stability?
The Balkans have been historically significant due to the strategic location, diverse cultures, and their role in various conflicts, including World War I and breakup of Yugoslavia in 1990s. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Yes, Delegate of India.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. Can Albania provide updates on its progress towards European Union integration and regional cooperation in the Western Balkans?
Point of personal privilege, could the delegate of India please repeat the question?
Can Albania provide updates on its progress towards European Union integration and regional cooperation in Western Balkans?
Albania has been working on various reforms to meet requirements for the EU membership. Progress has been made, but EU accession remains a process that continues to evolve. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegates. Yes, Germany.
We welcome our dynamic principal, Mr. V. Jimtesh Reddy, and now Dikshita is going to present sir with a bouquet. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. Roman and Egyptian people are subjected to discrimination and segregation in education. Violence continues against women and the LGBTQ community. What does the government of Albania have to say about this?
Thank you for the question. Albania has made efforts to promote the integration and protection of minority communities, including Greeks and Roma, through policies that aim to ensure equal rights and opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Yes, Bahrain.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. What is the government of Albania doing to reduce unemployment?
High youth unemployment and migration were challenges. Albania aimed to create more job opportunities and retain its young workforce through economic development and job creation initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Yes, China.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. Could Albania provide an overview of recent political developments and efforts to promote democratic processes?
Point of personal privilege. Could the delegate of China repeat its question?
Could Albania provide an overview of recent political developments and efforts to promote democratic processes?
Albania has taken various initiatives to promote its democracy, and it has always worked for the people of its country and will continue to do the same.
Thank you, Delegate.
Thank you.
Thank you, delegates.